Now, it isn't just the Democrat politicians turning on their own constituents. It's the Democrat law enforcement officers supported by Democrat activist cash. Radical, Soros-backed Massachusetts U.S. Attorney Rachael Rollins is resigning after a lengthy DOJ watchdog investigation revealed that she not only unethically attended a partisan Biden fundraiser, but she lied under oath about leaking sensitive DOJ information to the media to try to help a Democrat win elected office. Now, so not only was she coddling criminals, but unethically supporting politicians in the process. Of course, all liberal. It's a double whammy. Now, it's shocking how no one saw how radical, how corrupt, how pathetic she was from the very beginning.
At what point did you decide to run for district attorney?
I was really tired of turning the TV on and seeing an incident involving law enforcement where overwhelmingly black male comes in contact with overwhelmingly white male officer, and people were losing their lives.
Joining me now is Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton. He sits on the Senate Judiciary Committee and has been a vocal opponent of Rachael Rollins since 2021. Senator, she's just one person, one DA, but you warned about her from the start. How many Rachael Rollins, people like her, who think like her, who conduct themselves like her, do you think could be out there?
Well, Laura, I'm afraid a lot of them are out there. We know there's a lot of Soros prosecutors like Rachael Rollins in Boston or Larry Krasner in Philadelphia, George Gascon in L.A. She was the first to be elevated by Joe Biden to the position of U.S. attorney. I warned 18 months ago that she wasn't just a radical pro-criminal ideologue, but she had a history of ethical lapses and bad judgment. In fact, we insisted that we had recorded votes both in the Judiciary Committee and on the Senate floor for this U.S. attorney nominee, the first time that it happened in 28 years. And the Democrats moaned and wailed and complained we're obstructionists. What they should have done is taken a closer look at her record, because now they bear responsibility for the fact that she has resigned in disgrace, that she committed so many ethical violations in office in Boston that the Inspector General referred her for criminal prosecution. Yet what did Merrick Garland do? In just 3 weeks, he declined to prosecute her for lying to investigators. But if it's Michael Flynn, or if it's Congressman Jeff Fortenberry, or if it's Steve Bannon, he's more than happy to pursue his party's political opponents for lying charges or other process charges. It's just another example of the double standard that Merrick Garland has when it comes to law enforcement.
Oh, yeah. They have the zeal to go after someone like a Bannon, of course. But Senators Markey and Warren, your colleagues, apparently they don't care about any of this. They're standing with Rollins. Their statement that they released reads in part, Rachael Rollins has for years dedicated herself to the people of Massachusetts and equal justice under the law. Senator, it's official. I mean, standards, the dignity that Biden promised, that's all out the window. It's about raw power for these people.
And I think that a lot of the reasons why those Democrats stood by Rachael Rollins, even after we raised those red flags, so much so that it took Kamala Harris coming in and breaking a tie vote for a mere U.S. attorney position, is that she's part of the George Soros left-wing activist network of anti-law enforcement activists around the country that throws around so much money and so much political weight in their party. No one was willing in the Democratic Party was willing to cross this pro-crime, powerful network of left-wing activists.
Senator Cotton, I'd say it's surprising, but sadly, it's all too predictable, and it must stop. We must stop it. Senator, thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.